Why are so many counties trying to cede from their states? Secession movements appeal to conservatives and liberals alike. Hello, Internet friends. My name is Susie, and I am your hostess. All right, so last week we found out that West Virginia offered Second Amendment sanctuary counties in Virginia to join West Virginia. Isn't that exciting? The way that we're going to save the West, especially the United States, I think the United States is in much more danger than the rest of the world, the rest of the white world anyway. Because a lot of people have been fooled into thinking that anybody can be an American, when you and I both know that American is a heritage. People can't just be us. It's not like I can just go to China one day and say, oh, I'm Chinese, or go to a Chinese restaurant and eat Chinese food. I'm Chinese. It just doesn't work like that. Anyway, so if we can get these counties to secede from states and join together and make these lib shit big cities into island states, then we will win the game. We're not going to win by force, you guys. All right, let's get into this article. This is a Bloomberg article from 2013. Something strange is happening to state government. Fed up with what they see as liberal overreaching, small groups of rural, largely conservative activists have decided they're done trying to effect political change through the usual channels of votes and bills and the seemingly endless churn of election cycles. They're plotting something drastic. They're going to shut down. I think they mean to say shut down. Wait, sorry, wrong. Legislative impasse. What I meant to say is they're going to form their own states. And this is something a lot of states have wanted to do. People want to get away from lib shits and make their own states. People are sick and tired of lib shits and their politics and how they're shoving it down our throats. Anyway, it'll be North Colorado or maybe New Colorado, says Jeffrey Hare, founder of the so-called 51st State Initiative and a resident of Weld County, currently in the northern part of regular Colorado. In November, residents of Weld and 10 other counties will vote to determine if residents are interested in ceding from the state. Hare says he knows he's fighting an uphill battle and that forming a new state is much more complicated than just redrawing a few borders. New, or North Colorado, would have to come up with a school system, maintain its own roads, and collect taxes. The latter a tricky prospect for a state conceived by Tea Partiers. But Hare is so sick of those people in Boulder, as he calls them, that he's willing to take a stab at it. Uh-oh. To continue reading this article, you got to hand over money. Look at this. Try 3 months for $105. Oops, we mean $6. Cancel anytime. Oh, that's just dirty, dirty, dirty. Look at that. Huh. Oh, well, it was probably a bad article anyway. Let's move on to something different here. Let's see. List of U.S. state partition proposals. Secessions. Okay, this is a different one. These states think they could survive without the U.S. We don't really want to secede from the Union per se. We just want to get away from the lib shit cities. All right, let's try this one. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Look at that. This is a terrible website. Your website is disorganized. All right, maybe it's just me. Can a county cede from one state and join another? Let's see here. Like from New York to PA, not secede from the country, just moving from one state to another. And this is all 2013. Not without the federal government moving the geographical state lines, probably not. Not without legislative action at the federal level and in each state receiving and leaving. Not exactly on point or anything, they didn't switch states, but for an interesting historical footnote, sometime read the Free State of Winston, the Alabama county that effectively seceded from the secession. Oh, that's a tongue twister. No, it's expressively forbidden in the Constitutional Article 4. No, they're just saying that current states can't break up into smaller states. But this one says it. Let's see here. Okay, that's nonsense. Oh, damn it. That was a bad article. Here, let's try the American Conservative. Let's try Wikipedia. Secession is the withdrawal of a group from a larger entity, especially a political entity, but also from any organization, union, or military alliance. Some of the most famous and significant secessions have been the former Soviet republics. Blah, 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 blah. Secession movements. Here we go. Let's see. Movements that work towards political secession may describe themselves as being autonomy, separatist, independent, self-determination, partition, devolution, decentralization, sovereignty, self-governance, or decolonization movements instead of or in addition to being succession movements. Australia, we'll skip that. Western Australia. Austria, did I say? Yeah, okay, now that's Austria, Belgium, we don't care. Oh man, how far do we got to go down here? China. Italy, Ukraine. What? There's Yemen, Yugoslavia. Oh, here's the United States. Discussions and threats of secession often surface in American politics, and secession was declared during the American Civil War. However, in 1869, the United States Supreme Court ruled in Texas versus White, 74 U.S. 700, 1869, that unilateral secession was not permitted, saying that the union between a state, Texas in the case before the bar, was as complete as perpetual and as indissoluble as the union between the original states. There was no place for reconsideration or revocation except through revolution or through consent of the states. Okay, let's go find something else. Is secession legal? All right. There's been many Texas secession movements. We always joked about that when I was younger, how the South wanted to, or at least especially Texas, wanted to get out of the Union. In which state did 48 counties secede from the Confederacy? Okay, that was probably a long time ago. What would happen today if a state tried to leave the United States? Gosh, this is just... Can a state constitutionally secede? We don't want to secede from the Union. We want to make our own state from the counties that we have. We want to join a different state. That's the plan, right? But of course, the internet, it's not going to cooperate. Dagnabbit. Well, so much for that. That's such a bummer. Gosh, look at some of these articles from 2013. What would happen if the red states actually seceded? So people want to get away from libshittery desperately. And we're not going to be able to get away from the libshits by force or war or whatever. I mean, it's not going to change anything. We have to do it by, we have to agree to redrawing our borders. I went to a meeting, a Patriot Prayer meeting, I don't know, 1 or 2 years ago, and one of the fellas there, he was involved in, seceding or breaking Eastern Washington, Eastern Oregon, and Northern California away from the libshit cities and calling the brand new state Jefferson. That's so stupid. Why did they come up with these dumb names? Okay, I don't want to live in a state called Jefferson. I want to live in a state called We Won, ha ha. Wouldn't that be awesome? I live in We Won, ha ha, USA. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think that's awesome. Look at this. What is New California? Rural counties want independence from... See, the states have been wanting to split. We've been for years. So I think that as hot as everything has been getting lately, I think it's been hot for a long time. You know, we are in a civil war. All right, internet friends, this has been a failure, but if anybody can give me some keywords here, the question I put into the browser was, can counties secede or cede to other states? I think I'm asking the wrong question, using the wrong language. I need some help in order to find the right language. All right, internet friends, thank you so much for listening. I look forward to your comments below.